to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Murray's Titans going up against Latavius Murray's Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. At the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Mariota now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Mariota under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him for a loss of 4. Third and long here for Mariota. Steps away to his left. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down right near the 27. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota.
You got just none of that off. You get none of that off.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run here with Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Break him with the ease.
Up a 13 sets him up first and goal.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away.
Raise your hands in the air.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
And
he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On play action, Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Go!
Complete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. He won't go down. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Diggs going in motion right. Play action. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now a first down following that long gain. And the play clock's running down. On first down, it's Stafford. Left side caught by Diggs. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy, it's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fielded at the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
And now running right through it. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mariota now. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a tough break here. Mariota out. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. Flushed out right. The open man is Smith. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Oh, I'm a wobbly.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 19. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Oh, what? That wasn't even. Damn, he didn't throw that shit deep at all.
Picked off around the 41. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Room here to run. Wow, evade. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. And a cut to the right and some open field here. Touchdown.
Break something. Break something off. Nigga, I break ankles out there. One-on-one, you in trouble.
And the Texans add on. And that rushing touchdown.
One-on-one, you in trouble.
Of the NFL record in
Woo!
a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need
Heard some on the field.
In this one, does he?
Go snap, crackle, pop.
What an
There's
absolute
motherfucking
great
ankle,
game
so.
that he's had here in this one.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 5. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action now. Mariota.
Good tagging, guys.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
On third down, Murray.
What are you doing?
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Third?
He lost 2, and it brings
Saying
up
do that
4th.
One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying
that
how to
putter, I'm
block
gonna
a
score
3-4
kill it 3
defense.
yards.
Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this
Killebrew. Hurt some. Killebrew.
And here comes
Killebrew yard.
now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play.
I decided to break it when I knew I had no chance.
Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
What I want to do to it? What I want to do?
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. Stafford now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured
thank that nigga out some vicious. Come on, man. They not catching it.
As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
They're not catching it, man.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
He's got him in. Complete.
Oh, what kind of
big play that time for the Titans. 58 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath.
Come on, man. Let me turn around. That's a pick, baby.
Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a handoff as they run left side.
They're doing all that spinning in the backfield for no reason.
31-yard line.
They're spinning like a
Calling
top.
about a gain of 3, and they're looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. To throw is Mariota. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Oh, come on. Baby needs you to pick him up right there because I was going to break that lineman's ankles, man.
That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ.
I was going to break that linebacker.
Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room.
I told you, if it's me or you, I'ma break your ankles, fool. If it's me or you, I'ma have to break your ankles, fool.
44 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
If it's me and you, I'ma have to break your ankles, fool.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this one through the uprights and good. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Forced out to his left.
Where you think you going? You think I have you?
Woo! Wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Titans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Mariota. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15.
Oh, my goodness. Come on, man.
Houston territory. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. 58 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Come on, big boy. Casey, let's go.
At his own 10-yard line.
Rock 'em, sock 'em, robot.
Deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Despite some fast footwork, he still wrangled down shy of the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also...
One hand.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And some space here.
Me or you or your computer, fool, I'ma break their ankle. Because that's what I do. I'ma break their ankle. Because that's what I do.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Play your shit, punk. You don't fumble that shit? Come on, Hal. Still gotta let that go. I was all up in that nigga's jersey.
Looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Eight yards to go here on second down. Off the play fake, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On fourth down, Stafford.
Go! This nigga.
It's incomplete.
This nigga right here. You gotta be kidding me. Why does he keep dropping the ball? Oh my goodness. I'm giving them this money, dog. Giving them this money. This nigga keeps dropping it.
Out come the Titans now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans.
Like
45 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week.
Oh, no touchdown!
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Second down, Mariota. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mariota to throw it. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
You got a long way to go.
6, but now it's fourth. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Down.
Field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll put Fuller in motion right. 32. Throwing here, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Back to throw. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Fuller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Here's Stafford now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down following the run. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again.
Hey, horse collar, ref.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Nano glitch. Nano glitch.
There. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
I know what you need from this. This is the Mac that I use for your general education.
Where are you going?
So, from natural science take this. I was looking at the cover of it. We had a line. Why you need early childhood development? I ain't have to take that. And if you go to, like, say you do transfer, you go to a state college, you don't need foreign language. As long as you got all the rest of, like, the stuff done. But I think they say the rest of them you do. fitness class. So either you can do